let's have a check through this and see how excited I am going to be when this. Let me just see if I can. Yeah, the universe. We're gonna check out this video here still, yeah, guys, because it looks kind of cool still. Right. So let me just give you some context to this. So growing up, I was a child, and we would watch programs, good versus evil, and you'll have the typical blonde hair boy who saves the world. But you know what, guys? If it worked, it worked. You know what I'm saying? And you have evil person, and one of the programs that really emphasized this was He-Man. And He-Man was a program which anybody in my age group grew up watching and saying, I am the power, you know, and Skeletor and his minions versus He-Man and his friends, Man-at-Arms. Oh, goodness sake, names are coming out now still, yeah. But let's have a check out. Now, I was minding my own business last week, I think after the show. I think straight after the show, actually. It was minding my own business. And this came up on my feed, yeah? So, I was like, what the heck? Let me just set this up. That's better. So I was minding my business, and I was like, yo, what's this? Yo, no. And I must admit, they've tried to remake He-Man here, and it's been, there was a series of days, it was like, and they're trying to do it, they're trying to ting. But this is beyond trying to ting still.
Some bedtime stories, talking tigers, spaceships, and magic swords that make a man as mighty as a god.
That's crazy.
Where I come from,
yes,
that stuff is real.
Yeah, but you know, I did have a fear they was gonna make him black. I had a fear. I was like, don't do it. Don't do it. We've already had the She-Ra a long time anyway, so She-Ra was the first equal opportunity situation when it did there. But anyway, that was his. But I don't know how did he went. I can't remember the storyline between that one. But I thought when he come out, yeah, man, look like He-Man. I was like, okay, fair play. I think we should. Don't have to replace just because of diversity. You can just create characters that are meant for the space. You know what I mean? And this is meant for that space anyway. He-Man, leave He-Man alone. MGM, go on.
Why did you send me
oh
away?
My days.
I wanted you to be safe. So I sent you to a place I knew that they'd never find you. There's...
Yo, that threw me. That threw me, people. When it went to Earth, I was like, ooh, what just happened here still? Yeah, I was like, yo, it said, yo, we're going to Earth. So I was like, so He-Man is in a different world and he's sneaking to Earth to hide. So I thought, okay, let me see how this rolls, yeah?
This obsession with nerd stuff and sword things, it's not a good look for a human resource.
And you see that maneuver, dealing with the nerds, yeah? Dealing with us nerds, yeah? We're stuck in the office, but yet we love our graphical novels, we love our anime, we love this, and people can say, you're nerd. Nah, people. Yo, this is gonna be crazy. So straight away, I'm connecting. And I believe that's an iPhone, so we're definitely connecting.
I know it sounds crazy, but that sword is
man goes into, oh my
way home.
I am the, yo, just at the point I just feel like going, I am the power, and thinking, how do I remember that? Jeez. By the way, I had a Skeletor. I had a He-Man doll. Let me just be honest with you.
Sir, you can't do that.
Don't worry.
It's a doll.
The sword's mine.
Man's trying to take back the sword, you know. This is somewhere, you know, people. Let's go on the journey.
Hang on.
Into Grey Skull, you know. Oh my gosh, I remember the name. So he's looking kind of random how she just goes back home and links him up, you know what I'm saying, yeah? But for a nerd, if a woman comes out the sky in a spacecraft and she looks all right still, yeah, you're not gonna ask no questions where you come from. You just dive in the ship and go off because you just bored of the Earth. So I can believe that.
What am I supposed to do? Take the sword. You protect them.
Yeah, man, this is like Star Wars. By the way, I knew that Man of Towns would be black. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, your Man of War is gonna be a black man. Your right hand fist, you gotta be tough and strong. Looks like he's trying to sneak back to Earth as well at the same time. Come on, man, get to it.
I have the power!
Yeah, man, people get licked. But there's no blood. Skeletor.
If you are, and
Okay, we don't want to go to that. That's for another time. But listen, right, so we got a taste of that anyway, so we Master of the Universe. How excited is Roger towards Master of the Universe? I must admit, I'm still under, I would say, the influence of staying indoors from COVID, so I'm not really a cinema guy anymore. I just sit down and watch things on my tablet. But the thing is, guys, this is gonna get me out the house, the He-Man experience, you know, people. So what I will say to people still, yeah, if you're thinking why you listen to a gospel station, you listen to a dude talk about He-Man, I'm just keeping 100 with you. I'm going to be watching He-Man, like the rest of you, going to be watching our He-Man still, yeah. And we're going to live out our childhood dreams through He-Man, because we need to escape from this earth, which is chaos. We can't pay our bills, we can't pay. So find £10 and go to the cinema and just remember the good old days where you had no responsibility and you used to have a tiger that you would sit on and run and just beat up some people. So let me just be honest with you, that's what we're gonna be doing this summer, watching He-Man. But I must admit, the vibe is very like Star Wars, like yeah, man, they spent the money on it. Ain't no cheesy version of it. So am I excited? Yes, but only 8 out of 10, not 10 out of 10, 8 out of 10. Because the problem with the storyline, you know that He-Man's going to win too easily. Skeletor, he looked tough in that fight, but nah, I don't think it's gonna be a fair battle again. He-Man comes and smashes that, but I want to see how they drag this out. See if it goes past 2 hours or 2.5 hours. If you ever do a 90-minute movie and it's just like done in 90 minutes, I'll be like, they just ripped me off. But anyway, guys, this is watching Affinity Extra, preparing you for the 8 out of 10 excitement level of this show, which is called Masters of the Universe. That show there, but this show is called the Live Show.
Hi, and thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe, you like, and you comment, and make sure that you're sharing the videos and watching so much more.